question. Okay, where do you scale Rimuru? Where do you scale?
Where do I scale Rimuru? Outer versal. Yeah, somewhere around the outer versal.
Okay, why is he outer?
Are we debating on whether he actually is outer?
Waffles, what did you want me to debate him on specifically?
You can do like crossverse. That's not going to like go viral. The fans won't like that.
I'll do
My nigga, crossverse is way too long.
I'll do GT Goku.
Okay.
All right. So why is he outer? Why is Rimuru outer?
You're doing GT Goku, right?
Yeah, I'm asking why is Rimuru outer? Because we're just gonna do Rimuru first. Why is Rimuru outer?
Are we not gonna state premise first? What?
Yeah, why is he outer?
Wait. JK, are you arguing that Rimuru wins via out hexing or outscaling, or what? What do you argue? What's your win count?
My you want me to state my premise? Okay. My premise is that I believe Rimuru. My premise is that Rimuru outscales and outhexes your character, whoever that may be. I have not been following.
Okay, right. My stance is that my character wins, like just via like any methodology.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So, the debate can start now.
All right. So,
okay.
You
want me to start? You want me to start, Tucker?
Rimuru was outer. So why is he outer?
Go to the debate channel.
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck is this nigga spamming? What was that?
What? Why is he outer?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Anyways, so from the scans I provided, it's stated within the tensor verse that there are abstract and fundamental concepts that exist within the verse. These abstract and fundamental concepts are what act as the framework of the entire tensura cosmos, of the entire console. Oh
yeah.
God,
so why should we take that claim you made as true? Why should we take that as true?
Because the scans for what I'm saying are right there in front of you, and if you don't believe the scans for some reason,
why do the scans infer that?
What?
I'm asking you why the scans infer that.
What do you mean? Why do the scan? It's stated in the scan. My nigga, why are you laughing? What the fuck? My nigga, they're stated in the scan. It's so weird.
Okay, no, I'm asking you, why do the scans infer your claim to be true?
What the fuck are you saying? They're stated within the scan. In the scan.
Make it a debate. You want me to clarify what ZETA's saying?
Yo!
Bro, maybe I'm thinking of infer to mean something else. What do you call this nigga? ZETA. Let's agree on the definition of infer, right? What do you define as infer?
Like to conclude? Like why does this result in your claim being the case to be true? Like it's that simple.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I think
I define. Hold up. I don't know what's talking right now. I define infer as to conclude something from evidence and reasoning. My evidence is the scans.
And I'm saying, why from the scans does it infer that your claim is the case, that these concepts exist and are the fundamental framework of the tensura cosmology?
What are you saying? What are you saying? You said it right there.
Yo, Monarch, do you want me to explain what ZETA trying to say?
Sure.
What he's trying to say is that when we look at the scans, he's asking you, why does the information in the scans, so your scans, they state this and this. He's asking you to put the logical connection. Why do your scans mean what you're saying? Why can't they just mean something else? So he's asking you to make that bridge of reasoning.
Yeah, as I said, as I tried to say earlier, unless he has unless he has any like logical refutation for why my scans don't mean what I'm saying, I don't have to prove anything.
What? But that puts it back into question. I hate to break this to you, Monarch, but your
No,
scans aren't axiomatically the case. Your
Nigga pause,
argument
nigga
would
pause,
have to
nigga pause,
axiomatically
nigga
make
pause,
that the
nigga
case.
pause, nigga
It's
pause,
not
pause,
self-evident. Home
pause.
burden
I
shit.
have already provided evidence.
This
I'm
is
sorry, nigga.
your
I have already
burden.
provided evidence. Nigga,
That
stop.
is
I have already
your
provided
burden.
evidence. It is your
That
burden.
is your burden, buddy.
burden to explain
Why you just casually shift the burden
Are
of
you
proof?
slow? Oh my god. My
Why
nigga,
do
my nigga.
your scans
My
infer
nigga,
your
JK,
claim
my
is
nigga.
the
It's an
case?
appeal to ignorance. I have provided the evidence. The
That
burden
is
is
not
on
an
you to
appeal to
explain why it's
ignorance.
not valid.
That is not an appeal to ignorance, chat. Is this an
Oh,
appeal to
bro,
ignorance?
to me, response without explaining
No!
criticism. What is
Wait, bro. Zeta,
Oh
stop
my
freaking
god,
out,
bro.
my nigga.
Oh
Yo!
man,
Zeta,
fucking
stop,
That
god,
is
bro.
not an
stop,
appeal
nigga.
to ignorance.
Bro,
It's too early.
Zeta, stop freaking out. All right, so
Bro, Zeta,
you want
do you
clarification?
Zeta,
Because
Zeta, Zeta, do you have a specific criticism for why my scans are not valid, or for why
no,
what I am saying, or for why
he's
my
not
arguments
questioning.
in relation to my
That's not my
scans is not
argument.
valid?
That's not.
Let me
Oh my
I
god.
haven't made a specific argument. I'm just questioning why do these scans specifically create the inference that your claim is true? It's that simple.
All right, look,
Fucking god.
bro. JK debates. I'm gonna clarify. All right, he's not questioning the validity of the scans. He never put that into question. He's asking if we grant the scans, why
Wait, hold
do
up.
they
Hold up.
keep
I have to
what
do
they're
something. I have to
saying?
do something. Hold
All
up.
right,
Hold up. I have to do something. I have to do something. Hold up.
all right.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah,
Oh
I don't.
shit.
He's not
We can
tracking.
conclude. We can conclude.
Yeah,
We
he's
can
not.
conclude.
Yeah, Zeta. I don't know why he brought up the validity of the scans. Zeta never questioned the validity of the scans. He just questioned what's the logical like connection between what he's saying and the scans, and he never substantiated on that. Like it's easy too. What he's saying is literally in the scans. I don't know how he failed to argue this. He could have literally just said the scans quite literally say that like the he's what my nigga. Yo, I'm gonna even show you the scans that he's talking about.
Bro, this is really
Okay,
bad.
I'm back.
Yeah, so JK, just to be clear, why is it going to be the case that the scans in question like follow the inference that your claim is true? Why? Why? Why?
There are the scans. It's stated within the scans. Are you slow?
Why? Why is it the case that the scans infer that your argument or claim is true? Why? Why?
Because my claim comes directly from the scans. Are you what?
Oh, I'm asking you why the scans follow that the inference is
You're
true.
repeating the same. You're repeating the same point, and I've already given you my response. It is my argumentation comes directly from the scans itself.
Yeah, I'm
What?
asking you why the scans. Okay,
Okay,
you're not gonna
this is
force me
not
to
like
read
What?
the scans. I'm asking
this
you
is not
why
like
the scans do this.
wait,
You're not answering the question.
I'm low.
You basically keep responding because the scans. I'm asking why the scans. You say the scans. I'm asking why the scans. We're not doing this shit over and over again. We're gonna get to the point.
That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. You're
Okay.
asking me why the scans. I'm thinking,
You want me to?
Holy
Oh
crash out!
no.
Yo.
my
Yo,
nigga, this is
Yo,
an appeal to
Yo,
ignorance.
you want me
that's
to help?
not an appeal to ignorance. You just
Yes,
that's not an appeal to ignorance.
it's not my fault. You can't read. What?
It's
Look,
not an
all
appeal
right,
to ignorance.
all right, Zeta. You
This
want
shit
me to
is
help?
so ass, bro.
Because I don't think he understands what he's trying to say. All right, so
Bro,
just to
what?
just to try and clarify what JK debates is saying. Are you JK debates? Are you saying that what you're saying, if you look at the scans, is quite literally stated there? If you just read the scans, what you're saying is verbatim stated. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that is
So
exactly what I am saying.
just say that then? But instead you're saying, oh, because why didn't you just say that, nigga?
Oh my!
Okay,
Like,
so JK debates. Why is it verbatim stated?
Did you?
okay, you can't. Okay, this should be really easy to attack. Don't lose.
Oh my
Why is
fucking!
it verbatim stated?
Did you actually just ask me why is it stated in the scans?
Why is it verbatim stated? Yes, why is it verbatim?
Oh
Oh my gosh, bro! You can just send the scan in fucking general, and this guy 𝗂𝗂𝗍𝘁, bro, just send the scan in
you're
general,
not
and
so
then you can
stupid.
read it and outline where it says what it says. It's not that hard. Just do it, man. Just do that. All right.
You fucking dog.
Look,
Okay,
look, it's
I
not
this
that hard.
this bro.
Like, bro, look.
Bro, Waffin. I'm so sorry. Are you debating for Zeta?
No, I'm debating for you. Look, look.
What the?
What all data is asking is to show where in the scans it says what you're saying. So all you have to
That's not.
do is send the scans, right, and outline where it says that. It's really simple. That's all he's asking for. So just do that.
Okay.
Exactly. Everything I've said is helping him. Because,
Yeah, why
I
is
don't
it
know.
verbatim stated?
Yeah, look, 𝗂𝗂𝗍𝘁. All right. Go in general, send the scan, and then outline and say word for word what the scan says. And make Zeta look at it, and he'll see that what
My
you're
name,
saying is verbatim.
my bro. I've sent it to the debates. I don't send scans
Okay. All
in
right. So
general.
Zeta, look in debates, and 𝗂𝗂𝗍𝘁 will now show why it's verbatim stated.
Just kidding debates.
My nigga,
Yeah,
it's an abbreviation of my name.
Just
Jake.
kidding debates.
My
all right.
name's
Let's
Jake.
Jake,
all
like
right.
Jake the pirate from like Disney.
Oh yeah, I've
Like,
actually
I'm
forgotten
really
about
trying
that.
To be a major attribute. Attributes were the laws that govern the principles of this world, and there were 8 kinds in total. Yeah, so why do laws have to necessarily be some sort of like ontological framework that defines existence? Because in this case,
My
this
name.
actually has a lot of semantics to question, because laws could be just in reference to like laws that are established by like human civilization.
Yeah.
Why does it necessarily have to be laws that are like an
Read
ontological
the last
framework?
scan,
And
please.
also,
All right.
why does the world have to be in context to, let's say, the universe or some other
Oh my god.
more larger ontological or like cosmological like framework? Like, it could just be like the planet. It could just be like laws established for the planet, right? And for your second scan, it says, in addition to these 5 major attributes, you also have, I don't know what the fuck that says, attributes of light and darkness as well as time, which exists over all the other ones and cannot be restrained by any of them. So for one, right, attributes of light and darkness as well as time. You can have attributes of something, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that these attributes like encompass like the whole definition or meaning of said thing, right? And what does it mean by exists over all other ones and cannot be restrained by them? Over all of what, right? And cannot be restrained by what? And then
Okay,
and then their third stand
are you
says
done? I'm sorry, are
ID.
you done?
So
Are you done? Are
every
you done?
ancient magic can be interfered, or I don't know whatever the fuck that says. Some fundamental abstract concept. What kind of concept? Because that's also something to put into question. None of what you're saying is verbatim, so that's also just a lie, right? So that was just very intellectually
Okay.
dishonest, because a lot of your
Okay.
scans have a lot of semantically ambiguous information,
All
and
right.
if that's
All
going to be the case, then that means the statements are not
Are you
verbatim. So
done?
that's just
Are you
an
done?
intellectual dishonesty.
Okay.
Are you done?
I'm going to
Are you
basically
done?
steal that the important part of what Zeta said. All right. So
Are you done?
basically,
Are you done? Okay.
do you
What is
understand
it?
what Zeta trying to say?
Yeah, I understand exactly what
All
he's trying
right.
to
What
say. And like if he just gave me a few seconds to send in like the rest of my scans, he wouldn't be asking me any of these questions. But let me first start off. Let me first start off with like the
Yeah,
easiest
but
to
you said it
debunk,
was
like
verbatim stated.
writing
You
it.
said this information was verbatim, but it isn't verbatim. It has a lot of semantically
Bro,
ambiguous text
bro,
that
bro, bro,
directly
bro, bro, bro,
contradicts your
bro, bro,
claim
bro,
that
bro,
it
bro, bro,
was
bro, bro,
verbatim
bro, bro,
stated.
bro,
It's not
bro,
verbatim
I'm not
stated.
done. I'm not
What do
done,
you mean
bro.
I'm not
I'm not
done,
done. I'm
sir?
not done.
You said it was verbatim
Broski,
stated.
I'm
Why
not
is it
done.
not verbatim
Broski,
stated?
what is up with this nigga? Bro,
Why?
I'm not
Why
done.
is it not verbatim stated?
Bro, calm down. I'm not done, dude.
Why is it not?
All right.
Okay, okay,
Why is
bro,
it not
I think.
verbatim stated?
All right.
bro,
All
bro,
right. So I
bro.
think what's important
Zeta.
here.
Hold up.
All right.
Zeta. Waffle, pause. Zeta. I want to ask you, what do you define as a principle?
A
That's
what?
my first question. A principle. What do you define as a principle?
Gosh.
A principle?
Yeah, what do you define? Or better yet, even said, let me just cut straight. Let me.
AK debates. Look.
No, what do I?
This
Well, I
all
define a
right?
principle. Well, under what semantics?
Bro,
Because I can define a principle
waffle.
like,
I
let's say, like a
understand
leader,
exactly what you're
or
trying to
like a
say.
commander, of
I
like a
understand
school,
exactly what
or
you're
like
trying to say, but
a business or company.
this is
A
set up.
principle doesn't necessarily have to be like
Oh my
some sort of
God.
ontological rule that defines existence. Like a principle could just be like a
Bro,
school leader or something like that, like the principal of the school.
JK debates. All right. So So what I want you to do is you can say that you can prove, right, how these scans are connected and how time and like all of these abstract concepts like time and space and stuff, they would be, yeah, these are the abstract concepts in question, and obviously reality would be grounded in these, right? So you can then go on to see how they have some like grounding and how they ground reality and how they're not just human made laws, but they have actual like ontology and like they govern something, right? And you can go ahead and
mhm.
say from that these aren't just going to be like subjective human laws or like some human laws made, but they're going to have actual bearing, right? And if Rimuru
Yeah,
is above this, which is your argument, right, then he's going to be universal. So just say that, like, just say that.
bro, waffle. Like, I understand everything you've been trying to say. Like, I understand everything Zeta said. I was just trying to ask him a question so I can send in like another scan, but whatever,
Well,
right?
I think a
So,
principal, a school
Bro,
teacher, like the commanding of like a school.
yeah, but a principle in this context, what would it mean, especially in relation to my scan? Because
A principle? Well, a principle could just be something that is like commanding or following, or doesn't necessarily, or like a rule. It doesn't necessarily have to be like whatever your semantics are, because you would need to prove that a
all right.
principle, some sort of like ontological rule that defines exist or some shit.
Yeah.
Which so far, all the stuff that you said, which you claimed was
this
verbatim,
is
wasn't actually verbatim because it had
this is just
semantically ambiguous
All
statements.
right. Later, I'm going to
okay.
send what you
Wait, hold
just
on,
said.
Waffle. Before you say anything, Waffle. Before you say anything, Zeta, I want you to repeat like back to me what I said before, what I said earlier. I want you to say it back to me.
Yeah, you asked me what a principle was.
No, oh my fucking god. When at the beginning of the debate, what did I say in relation to my scaling for Rimuru?
Yeah, you said that all of these you said that the statements were verbatim, right? I
Oh,
asked you to prove why they
I'm
are
not talking
verbatim.
about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Initially, since you probably didn't even listen to anything I said, if you had listened to what I said, you would have known the fact that I said that the world in Tensura is governed by fundamental properties or
No,
principles, right?
no, no,
Principles.
bro.
Oh
Look,
my
look,
god.
bro. JK debates. I'm
Who is
sorry, but
talking?
yeah. So
Oh God.
so I don't think you're understanding what it is. Yeah,
Oh
these
my
things that you're saying are fundamental concepts and like principles or whatever.
god.
Zeta's asking you to prove the semantics. He's asking why these things that you're referring to would be an ontological ground for existence and not just some human-made law with some subjective existence that doesn't even exist experimentally. That's what he's asking for. Because if these don't bear any ontology, they're obviously not going to affect Rimuru scaling. That's what you're saying, basically, right, Zeta?
Yeah, I was questioning his
Yes.
semantics, and he said that there were
Yes.
statements from the Tensura verse. And basically, I asked him, okay, where's the proof? He showed there were scans that were shown, and I'm asking you, why do the scans infer this conclusion? He never proved this, by the way, and then started claiming that the statements were verbatim. And then when I see the fucking statements, they're all just semantically ambiguous. So we're
Yeah.
not just going to go off of semantically ambiguous statements and then appeal to your narrative. That's just like
Yeah.
intellectually dishonest.
Okay,
We
okay,
actually,
okay, okay.
actually
Whatever.
like
Okay,
Just
okay,
to
wait,
make it
wait.
clear.
for
Everybody
the
stop
sake of
talking.
the case.
Everybody stop talking. Everyone stop
Just
talking.
to
Everyone
make
stop
it
talking.
clear.
Okay. So let me assume that what you're saying right now is like correct. Let's say I did all of those
What do
things,
you,
right?
wait,
So
wait,
let
what
me
do you
just
mean?
let
I'm not arguing for anything that's like truth or false. I'm saying that you need to prove that your semantics are actually correct because they actually are ambiguous. You would agree with me
can I
that the
do
phrase
my guy? Can I
world
do
and
that? Can
principle
I do
are
that? Can I
not
do that?
going to
Can I do that?
guarantee
Can
follow
I
what
do that?
you're saying, right?
Can I do that?
Go fucking ahead. Well, I
My
gave
nigga,
you like 10 minutes.
Oh my fucking god! Whatever, bro.
We can conclude.
Whatever,
Yo,
bro.
we can just conclude. Yo, who's the judge of this shit? We can just conclude.
My nigga. Anyways. As I needed to say earlier, as I
We
wanted,
can low-key just conclude. Who is judging
why?
this?
Why are
I
you
can
talking
do-
over me?
I'm sorry, bro. Okay, I'll give you one more chance. So Zeta, just to clarify, what you're asking for are the semantics that he's using and how and asking him to prove them. And two, you're asking why these things, like these laws, there would be ontological grounds for the world. Is that all you're asking for, Zeta?
Yes.
Okay, so just prove that. Like, just prove that. Just prove the semantics. Like, if you have other scans or some reasoning, some syllogism, whatever, just prove that. It's very simple, right?
Okay,
It's very simple. Okay.
that's what I've been trying to do for like. Okay, whatever. So
And I
in
give
the
you
first scan,
to do that
my guy, why are you talking over me?
because
All right.
I'm clarifying you that I gave you
Well,
10 plus minutes.
Anyways.
to prove
As
the
anyways, bro. Anyways, in the first scan that I provided, where it states to be a major attributes were the laws that govern the principles of this world, and there were 8 kinds in total in reference to laws. Now, in reference to principles,
Wait.
principles of the.
So
Oh my
just be
god,
clear, for your first
I
scan,
haven't said
it
anything.
says to be a major attribute, which already is ambiguous. An attribute of what, nigga? An attribute were the laws that govern the principles of this world. Okay, so what kind of principles of this world? And also, what is the world in this context? Is it the universe? Is it all of existence? Or is it just a fucking planet, my nigga? Right? And also, there were 8 kinds in total, right? Which there's a specific numerical amount of these attributes. So not only are the attributes ambiguous themselves, and not only are the things that they govern, right? The principles, which are also ambiguous, and also the world, which is ambiguous.
Okay, that's cool. Let me start off with the first thing you said, that what is worlds in this instance, right? Right. I just sent in another scan right now. Now, worlds are not planets.
Okay, so it says the universe is vast, but not as vast as other worlds. They thought that if they had regained a relying spirit and
incarnated themselves, they could completely conquer this
within a
space
few
time,
to thousand to
i.e.,
10,000
worlds.
years. So here's the thing. One,
Oh my
why
God.
does this provide context to the first scan? And secondly, it says the universe is vast, but not as vast as other worlds. So what is that in context to? Because vastness in of itself is already semantically ambiguous. Under what entailment is supposed to mean?
I'm sorry.
In
Wait.
reference
Pause.
to size? Is that in reference to complexity? Is that in reference
Pause.
to range?
What
What
do you
is
define as
vastness
vast? What do
entail
you
within
define?
as well?
As vast? What do you define as vast?
I define vast to mean like something that is like more ranging, or like more like something that is like of a higher, like a greater quality, like a greater quality in some type of way. Like for example, like this chair is like vast in like complexity. Like it has wheels, it has like handles, it has like a decent like fucking like thing to put your back on and shit. But then we can have another chair like a throne, which is much more like fucking vast in complexity, or much more vastness in the sense of design, that we would say that it's more vast than like a simple like rocking chair that an old ass nigga sits on. So something that is vast could be something of like a greater, like, or larger, greater, or a much better quality than some sort of thing in some sort of way. It doesn't necessarily have to be under like size or something else. So vastness in this sense could have many types of like semantics, but vastness in just like a general sense could mean like better.
Okay, so what I'm getting is that you're saying, in a basic sense, vast can mean better or greater in complexity, correct?
I never said greater in complexity. I'm saying that that's an example of being vast. Because if I have a chair and I have another chair, and one chair is broken as shit, it only has like a few wheels,
You don't have to repeat the same analogy. You don't have to repeat the same
I have
analogy.
another chair that's way better.
Simply specify your definition of vast.
Vast.
Just simply specify your definition of vast. Simply specify it. You don't have to go through this analogy again.
Like more just like that.
Okay, just more advanced. So you would agree that if we were to use your definition in the context of this scan, that then worlds in this context would be better than universes or larger than universes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Oh my
so just to be clear, I don't necessarily believe that the worlds in terms of vastness would have necessarily mean that they're bigger than the universes, right? And actually, let me look up like the definition for vast, at least the way Oxford feels would just become consistent. Right? That seems like a very great quantity.
The Oxford Dictionary defines
Right?
vast to mean
Wait, I don't know why you're
it's great
interrupting Zeta.
to
Can
be
you
of
let
a
him
very
finish?
great extent
Look,
or
Monarch,
quantity.
let Zeta finish, kid. Thank you.
What the fuck is talking right now,
Vast
bro?
can also mean a lot of world. But anyways, even if we grant that, okay, even if we grant quantum are more vast than the universe, they're just more vast in the sense that they are more broad or more like complex. Then like maybe there could be some stuff or like magic that is in that world, and let's say magic in the universe. It doesn't really have to be your size or greater quality. But we get this somehow. Your main premise is that it's fucking outer. This would at best think what multiversal cosmology. Even if we were grant what you're saying. So not only that, but the
Yeah,
you were using
that's what this that's what this
Look, Monarch, stop
not my
interrupting Zeta.
argument for why this is out
Monarch,
of
stop
verses.
interrupting
This is
Zeta.
not my argument for why.
Monarch,
Kuro,
you
shut
gotta cut it out. Gotta stop interrupting
Kuro,
Zeta. He was
shut up.
talking.
Kuro, shut up. This is not your debate, bro. I've already slammed you like twice. Like, shut up. Anyways,
Anyways,
Zeta,
can you let Zeta
Zeta.
finish his
Kuro,
argument? No? We're not gonna let him?
I know what
finish.
Zeta's
Kuro,
trying to
finish.
say. All right, I need to simplify what Zeta's saying. All right, so
No, I understand everything Zeta is trying to say, right?
go ahead.
Right?
Okay.
But as I was saying before, Kuro cuts.
You're not going
Bro,
back.
can I talk? Why are there
Okay.
two people talking at the same time? Okay, good.
Go
I
back.
can talk. As I was saying before, oh my god.
Where are you from?
Oh my god. As I was saying before Kuro interrupted me, the worlds being larger than universes is not my defining arguments for why Rimuru is out of verse. So what?
Yeah. So just right. This guy just like talking for me and shit. He's like, you're not letting me. I mean, yeah, don't worry, I got you. Yeah. So
Why do I have to?
Bro, you don't know that if Kuro speaks again, and take that as external help. You do understand that, correct?
All right.
Bro, when you're interrupting your
Yeah,
opponent,
that's why.
that's kind of rude.
All right. Wait. Do you all want to do like a
Yeah,
talking? All right. Do you want to do like a talking?
You absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because
All right.
Waffle is not recorded piece of shit. So like whatever.
You want to
So
do
can
like
I
a
speak?
yeah, we can do like a talking stick where like when JK debates speaks, like Zeta goes on mute. When Zeta speaks, JK debates goes on mute. We want to do something like that. We all like take turns, right?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So who is talking right now? Who is making their point?
Me.
All right. So Zeta, go on mute, and when JK debates is done, you can make your point. All right, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, as I was saying before, that retard Kuro cut me off, right? Right. My when the reason I sent in this scan of to prove that worlds are bigger than universes, I was not sending this scan in as a way to to prove that Rimuru is out of Earth. So what I was simply doing by sending in this scan was to give refutations to one of the contentions you had to my previous arguments. But due to the fact you are not allowing me to finish my fucking sentence and connect my refutation like with the rest of what I want to say, man, shut up. We're so fucking retarded. Oh my god.
Are you done? Are you done? Like JK debates.
Obviously, I'm not done. He's talking over me. What?
Okay, continue. Zeta, go back on mute. Zeta, go back on mute. Go back on mute.
Oh, what?
Because like he's
Fuck,
crashing
okay.
out right now.
Oh, so fucking fine. Okay, anyway.